It's Saturday, the 24th of September 2016. Good morning. Sorry I wasn't with you yesterday. Busy day yesterday, mainly led by the purchase of the new car. Oh, well, I say purchase. It's not quite purchase. It's like a rent thing, dear. I mean, no one can afford to buy one of those. Do me a favour. It's like a little bit of a rent thing. So I was up nice and early yesterday and down. First of all, we went swimming. Me and my friend Ron came along yesterday. And then he had to take his car in for repair. Now, he's got a flash old BMW, right? And it all went very wrong. All went very wrong. So first of all, the first part of the day went well, and we took his car, and I had to follow him. So we took his car into the BMW repair place in South Ascot. Oh, lovely! Oh, what a lovely area, dear. Oh my God, a small, one piece of the pavement would cost you £10 million if you wanted to live there. What a lovely place that is, South Ascot. Anyway, so we dropped the car off there. And then I had to take him to a completely different place to collect his hire car. You would have thought, actually, the insurance people would arrange that to be at the same place as where you drop the car off. But I don't know why that was, but there we are. So then we jumped in my car. Took him to the car rental place. Oh no, I've got that the wrong way around. No, this is the first thing we did in the morning. Okay, first thing before the swimming. So got to the car rental place, which was in Bracknell, where we both live, and dropped him there. I said, "Will you be all right?" He said, "Yeah, just leave me here. I'll see you at the pool." Okay, so we saw a Mercedes, and straight away he didn't like the look of that. And he says, it better not be that one there. It looks all right to me. Car's a car to me. But everything has to be perfect for Ron. So I dropped him there and I went to the swimming pool. And I got him in my tiny little Speedos. Got him well, I haven't got Speedos. Would you like to see me in a pair of Speedos? Shall I wear a pair of Speedos in a future programme just for you, boys and girls? I could do that. I might be able to wear them on my arm as an armband, I think. I don't think they're going to go on down there. I mean, can you, with Speedos, okay, boys and girls, would you put the waist of the Speedos above or below the large roll of fat? Where would you actually put that, I wonder? Huh? Anyway, so I got to the swimming pool, done my swimming, which was quite empty yesterday. I must say that the pool is feeling a little bit cold recently. I think someone's trying to save money. I think someone's turned it down a notch. Come on, get that pool back up. Of course, it's all right once you're in there. It's the surface that has got a bit cold here, and my nipples were erect. They were standing hard, boy. I looked down, and they were standing very hard in the pool. It was so cold, dear. But once you were swimming, only you did 2 lengths, and you were warm straight away. But we're used to that pool. I think you get used to a pool as it is, even if it is a bit too warm. And you know, when you get in, generally when you get in that pool up at the Hilton Hotel in Bracknell, it's never cold. You know, you can walk straight. Oh, this is nice. It's a bit like that, you know, a sort of a nearly warm bath. That's how we like it in there. We don't pay extra. We do pay extra to have it nice and warm and not like that old council trash place down the road, dear. Well, you have to share changing rooms. Not changing rooms, the showers. You have to share the showers with the girls. I mean, what's all that about, dear? You know, I can't remove my minuscule Tom Daly type trunks when I go in that pool. So I don't anymore. That's why I joined the other one. So I had my swim and I'm going up and down, you know, 5 lengths, 10 lengths, 15 lengths. Anne was there as well. Anne talks a lot. Anne walks up and down the pool generally, and she talks, and you're trying to do your lengths. She's one of those. You know what I mean? She's one of those. Talk, and I have to. I can't really hear anyone. And that's not. I'm ignoring someone. I cannot hear anyone as I'm going up because you're making all that splashing and all that business. You know, I don't know. It's not doggy paddle. I generally do overarm, like a real man's what do you call it? Stroke. Up like that, up, and then I do a couple like this, A couple like that. Now that one, I'm very slow at that one. Very, very slow at that one. And I'm faster at that one. Anyway, there was only a couple of us in there. So we're going up and down. And I saw her mouth moving, but I couldn't hear her, so I carried on. And then, 5 lengths, 10 lengths, 15, 20, 30 lengths. Where's Ronnie? 40 lengths, he's still not here. 50 lengths. I know, he'll be complaining. I thought to myself, he will be complaining in the car place that he's not happy with the car that he's given. Right? Generally, and I've told you this time and time again, he will deny this. He will deny this, but whatever he buys, generally whatever he buys or a service that he has, maybe flying or flying or in a hotel, he will complain. He will never ever be happy about whatever it is. So I thought he's in there complaining about something. Anyway, so I got to length 60, which is where I usually stop. So I got out. Well, what's happened on that screen? Just a moment, dear. Oh, there we are. So I got out of the swimming pool. Why do they call it swimming baths? I mean, years ago you would go to the swimming baths to have a bath before everyone got baths and showers in their houses, didn't you? Do you like this cup? This is nice, isn't it? Very colourful, dear, like me. And I got out at 60 lengths, and maybe he's in there having a shower. Because sometimes, if we're running late for something, we'll go and do a short swim, or we won't have a swim at all. We'll just have a shower. It's rare, more him than me. I always like to get up there and have my swim, but sometimes if he's running late, he will just go and use the shower and wait for me. But he wasn't there either. So I carefully showered myself, and I have the door closed. I have the door closed in that swimming pool, dear. The door of the shower is closed. We're not open. We're not having any of that funny business in the men's showers. Thank you very much, dear. I don't think... at the Hill, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Had my shower. Then I go and have a shave. Usually have a chat with the blokes in the changing room. I don't know if there was anyone in there yesterday. I think I was in there on my own. Had a quick look in the lockers to see if anyone left £1 in there. Do you ever do that? I bet you do. When you go to a gym or a swimming pool, okay, and there's no one else in the changing room, do you ever look in the lockers to see if anyone's left £1? I think I've only ever found one. He's always finding pound coins, and you've got to do it quietly, so no one can hear the doors opening and closing. We're not talking stealing here. You understand? These are people that have left a £1 coin, have forgotten about it, and it drops down in a little receptacle. I like that word, receptacle. Shall we say it together after the tone? That's your word of the day, receptacle. Here we go. Receptacle. And today, I want you to drop... Here's something for you to do. I want you to put the word receptacle in a little message for me underneath this video, either on YouTube or Facebook. Receptacle. Can you put that word into a sentence this morning? But no £1 coins today. And he's still not there. So I've gone out, turned my phone on, and beep beep, text message. And there was a rude swear word on my text messaging services. Brought to me by 3 Telecom. And it says they have up the car hire. They have up the car hire. That was the message on my phone, a swear word there. God, so why if I'd have opened that message in church, dear? What would Una have said? Who sits behind me, or Father David? We've got an Irish priest at the Corpus Christi Church. Father David O'Sullivan is very... I don't think he mucks about. Do you know what I mean? Father Danny at St. Joseph's in Bracknell always likes to have a bit of a laugh with you. But Father David O'Sullivan, I haven't actually spoken to him, but I get the feeling he just likes stuff done in a certain way. And there's no mucking about. Yes, I believe so. Anyway, so I rang him straight away. I said, what's happened? He said, I think he had to get a cab. That's right. He had to get a cab back from there to go back to BMW in Ascot to pick his car up. I said, well, why didn't you just wait for me? Oh, I didn't think we'd have time. Oh, so now he's back in his car again. Apparently, he'd got to the place in Bracknell to collect the hire car, and it wasn't there. And they tried to give him a car. I think it was a Ford car. And he said, no, that's not. I believe it's supposed to be the same, not exactly the same, but the same class of car as his. Well, he's got a BMW. They were giving him a Ford. Now, to me, personally, it's another car. Wouldn't bother me. Thank you very much. Off I go. I'll be a bit like that. But he likes to have things in a certain way. And they completely got it wrong. This was after days and days of them ringing him every day to say, when's your car going in for service? You know, we want to provide you. Now, this is all about business, you see, because years ago, this didn't happen. You will know, certainly in this country now, I'm sure probably most other countries as well, if you have an accident, right, you report it to an insurance company and then the phone starts ringing. People telling you, have you had whiplash? People saying, can we repair your car? We want this, we want that. And it goes on and on and on. It really is very, very annoying. That's how it works now. I think the insurance companies must tell these other people. And he's had days of phone calls from these people saying, you will make sure it's like a suitable car similar to what I've got. Oh, yes. Well, he's got there and it's a Ford. Is it a cougar? Are you a cougar? Yes. Oh, my nephew Jimmy was trying to chat up a cougar the other day. He's 19. This woman was about 40 odd. Friend of my niece. Isn't that outrageous? Apparently he went over to the table. He was a bit drunk. He said, I think you're really lovely, you are. Please find someone your own age, Jimmy. Although I'm one to talk. I can't see myself going out with someone my own age. In fact, I can't see myself going out with anyone anymore. I like about 35. 35, 45, somewhere around there. Does that make me a cougar? A cougar? No, I think if you're a cougar, you've got to go out with teenagers, haven't you? Sort of, 18 to 20. That makes you a cougar. I think, quite honestly, people 18 to 20 are usually thick. Except, of course, my niece. And they're not, they're older, except, of course, for my nephew. He's the only teenager there now. He's not stupid. Not stupid. He's got his own business coming up. He soon will have his own business. Yes. He's got a unit where he's going to be doing car repairs up in Lincolnshire. And apparently, at the moment, the kitchen in my sister's house is full of boxes of stuff because he's waiting to go in this unit. Keeps ordering all this stuff. Yes. Anyway, back to the story. So eventually, he's got no car. He went off at a mini office, apparently. I wasn't there, of course. He's gone off at the mini office. Oh, where's my little thing? Just a moment, please. Can I blow my nose? Went off at the mini office and no car. So this morning, he's been on to the car rental people, refuses now to deal with that particular branch. We've got to go to Camberley this morning and collect a hire car from there. I think that's how it works. And then BMW will go to his house on Monday and collect his car. So that's the Ronnie story. Of course, I won't be here Monday. I shall be on my travels to my holiday at Caravan Park, Thornwick Bay in Yorkshire. Which I'm looking forward to. My niece is already up there with her husband and her two lovely children, George and M.O. Lee. So I'm looking forward to that on Monday. 4.5 hour drive, which is a bit very long, but I shall get there all right in the new car, which I've now picked up, boys and girls. Oh, it's lovely. The new car is lovely. It's quite big. It's a RAV4, Toyota RAV4. Lovely colour, lovely inside, comfortable, and it's got what's that thing? Cruise control. So you touch a button, and then you can take your foot off the accelerator and the brake, and it just goes along on its own. Very, very economical, actually. I keep an eye on it, and it's electric petrol hybrid. And some of the journey, if you're going slowish, about 30 mile an hour, certainly in London, a lot of that's just electric, and it's silent. It's very, very quiet as it goes along. It's big, which means other cars get out of the way of you, generally, which is the first thing I noticed yesterday. Oh, yes. You know when you're coming up and you've got to pull out and another car's got to pull out? I'm slowing down and the other car stops. People do give way to you when you've got a bigger vehicle there. And I'm very, very pleased with it. It's really comfortable and nice. and the whole sales thing at Toyota was fantastic. And it's not Matt. I told you it was Matt the salesman. It's Max. Max the salesman, girls. That's who you want to buy a car off. He's gorgeous. Oh, later. He is absolutely gorgeous. Fit. He does judo and all that business. And Toyota gave me a plant as well, which is displayed behind us today. Look at the plant they gave me. Did you get one of those? Did you get one of those in your car place when and bought a new car? Did you get a plant like that at Dodgy Dave's? Okay? When you went to buy something? Oh, no, it's cash only, mate. No, don't do cards or check. Cash only. None of that business. No. No. So he got us a plant as well. And he was such a nice bloke. They completely filled up the petrol tank. And then at the garage, so we had to go, first of all drive to the garage to get the petrol. And he's put it in. I said, well, thanks a lot. You're all right walking back? Yeah, okay, that's okay. I said, oh, come on, I'm only joking. Come on, jump, man. And he said, no, I'm all right walking. I said, get back in the car and stop mucking about. So we took him back there. I said, do people actually expect you to walk back from the garage? He said, yes, they do. Isn't that awful? They filled up the car and they expect him to walk back to the bloody garage. It's only a minute down the hill. Ever such a steep hill, that is, where the garage is. I'm very pleased, really. The car charges up whenever you're driving with petrol. You haven't got to do it. There's no buttons to push. Okay, this is all seamless. It goes from petrol to electric, electric to petrol, depending on what you're doing, the way you're driving and all that, the speed you are. And whenever you're using a petrol engine or slowing down, it automatically charges the battery. So when you get to like places where you would be slow, it switches to electric and is completely silent, and the petrol engine switches off. It's very, very clever. Anyway, really pleased with it. The next thing I've got to do is move around the garage. Now, I have already emptied a lot of rubbish out the garage. Oh, isn't it amazing? Have you ever done that? Oh, the rubbish that was in there. And of course, it's been sitting there for 10, 15 years, probably, some of this stuff. All in bags. Took it to the dump Thursday. But still, there's not enough room. It's a bit of a, to be honest, it's a bit of a squeeze in that garage. I'm a little bit concerned. I can't really see the sides because I've got to close the mirrors to get in. And usually you can see, you know, once you're in, you see in that mirror, okay, a bit to the right. You only need to see one mirror. It's like going through those road narrowings. You only ever need to look at one side. If you're really close to that side, you're not going to hit the other side. Anyway, I've got to close the mirrors to get in and out. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. It is a very, very tight squeeze. And even if I'm in, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get out the door. Honest. So I think, and I like to put the car in the garage. Always put the car. A lot of people don't bother, do they? They've got the garage full of junk, dear. Old bits of, you know, the sort of thing, old bits of rubbish, dead bodies, body parts. And they store them all in their garage, only to be found out years later by the Daily Mail, who reports them for body cutting up and dumping everywhere. So I've got a few bits. So I'm going to move the stuff around a bit more. I can't have anything at the sides, so I'm going to have to put the stuff at the back. There's nothing of value in the garage, so I'm going to put the stuff at the back and see if it'll go in then. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to leave it at the front. I said to my nephew, I said, it was a bit of a squeeze in the garage. He said, oh, I'm sure it'll go in there. If not, don't worry, I'll book you in for repairs. What a cheek! Plying for business from poor young Uncle Chris. Young Uncle Chris, not old Uncle Chris, young. So that was my day yesterday. And that was, and if that wasn't good enough, and then it was all, I was really tired after that. We went to Waitrose, had something to eat, bowl of soup and some bread. Then I came and I felt a bit sick. I think that powder stuff that I'm having is making me feel a bit sick. I mean, it does say on the packet, one of the things is nausea that it can give you. So I think it might be the powder. Anyway, so I spent the rest of the day feeling a little bit icky. Once I was at work, that disappeared. And last night, of course, we did karaoke at Central Station. Ray Reynolds wasn't there last night, so he was greatly missed with his ukulele and his friend Johnny Key. But Maureen was there. Maureen used to do me sandwiches. I asked her not to do any anymore because I'm not sure if the bread was affecting me. I actually don't think it's the bread anymore. I do not think it's the bread giving me the acid problem. Although when I had bread yesterday, that's when I started feeling a little bit icky. So the next time I saw her, what does she do now? She does me a little Tupperware box, and it's got some sort of cheese salad in it. A couple of lettuce leaves, little tomatoes, cucumbers, a bit of cheese, a little bag of crisps, and a peach. And she does that now. And I don't ask her, she just brings it in. And you know what? It's not the salad, it's not the food, it's the love. The love that I feel when she's bringing me in. Maureen's about 60-ish, I would say. She's probably about 60-ish. And she is the most lovely, quiet, homely person you could ever want. You would, if you met Maureen, you would want her to be your mum. Absolutely. And she sits down there quietly, and now she brings in her own sandwiches. And now she looks around and puts her hand in a bag and then has another bite of a sandwich. Anyway, she started doing me these little salads, and it's absolutely delicious. But it's not it's the love that she puts into it. It's so nice of her to do that. And last night was extremely busy. 33 singers, I think, altogether. 33 singers, which unfortunately meant people had to wait a long time. But that's the way it is, I'm afraid, you know, when it's really busy like that. I always say karaoke is like a bit of a double-edged sword, really. On one side, you want to sing a lot, but to sing a lot, you can't have it too busy. And you also want people to see you singing. This is why people come to karaoke. They want to be seen to sing, okay? And if it's quiet, then they don't like that. But then if it's too busy, they don't like that. These are the serious karaoke singers. Even the people who are just there for a bit of a laugh. You want to get up a couple of times and sing, you know. And yesterday everyone got up twice, so that wasn't too bad. I think one person got up 3 times, and that was the one right at the very end. We'd run out of people, so she got the 3rd song. And then she was there at 8:30 when we started, you know. A lot of people, they come in 10:30, 11 o'clock. Oh, can I sing? No, the queue's full up. Oh, please, can I sit? And they go on and on. Well, you should have got here earlier. What about these people who have been sitting? Yeah, but they've sung already. Yeah, but they've spent 100 quid at the bar. Remember, it is a business. I'm nothing to do with the money side of it, or selling things, of course. But at the end of the day, the pub is a business. What do you want them to do? Give you a song for buying half a Coke? Half a Coke at like 10 o'clock at 11 o'clock at night? Or do you want me to give the song to the bloke who's just spent 20 quid at the bar 3 times since 8 o'clock? That's how it works. It is a business. Remember, it is a business. And you have to, even I have to think of that when I'm doing these things. Anyway, that was my day yesterday. So a fantastic day. And then I went home, went to bed. And here we are this morning on this Saturday, the 24th of September 2000. Isn't it going quick? My God, Christmas is around the corner. I wonder what I'll do for my Christmas decorations this year. Must do Christmas decorations. Okay. Let's do some messages from yesterday's show. Hello to Tommy Flynn, who says, have you seen Sandra broadcasts live from the Two Brewers? She's finally realised it's 2016. Yes, I've seen that. I have seen that. She does her show on there. Incidentally, Sandra lovers. Sandra is probably the top London drag queen. Really, she's the one right at the very top there. We've got her tonight at Central Station. I'm also DJing tonight at Central Station, and I've got Sandra as the cabaret tonight. That's tonight, Saturday. That's not every week. They rotate shows on Saturdays. And she's on there tonight at 10:30, along with me playing some tunes. That's at Central Station. Never seen a drag queen before. You want to come along? That's all right. You'll feel. I'll make sure you feel comfortable. Sit at the front near me. Okay, no problem at all. And that's Sandra tonight at Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross at 10:30. Hello to Dow, whose birthday it was the other day, and we said happy birthday. He's staying in Brighton now. He says, I'm staying in Brighton. Found a nice man here finally. Gone with my heart. So yes, go with your heart. Go with your heart. Don't go for sensibility or anything like that. Go with your heart. And besides, if it doesn't work out, you can move then. He was going to move from Brighton. He hated Brighton. I'm not a fan of Brighton. I can't lie to you. I think it's a dump. I think Brighton is an absolute dump. It's a city. It's a city on the seaside. However, go 5 minutes along the road to Hove. That's lovely. Or the other way, is it Rottingdean? That's nice as well. But centre of Brighton, no thank you. No thank you. Terry, hello Terry H wants to know, where am I staying in Yorkshire? I'm staying at Thornwick Bay Caravan Park, which is part of Haven Holidays. Look it up, lovely place, and it's new. It's a brand new place, that is, which only opened a little while back. My niece is already up there and having a good time, so that's where I am. Thornwick Bay Caravan Holiday Park. Perhaps we could all have a big meeting up there. You know, we could all turn up at the children's disco they have every night and take over the dancing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm very much looking forward to the children's disco dancing with great-nephew George and great-niece Emily. Chris Reardon will be taking to the dance floor. Oh, yes, with staying alive, Oh, look at the time. Let's 25 minutes. Rush, dear. Simon says, is it near Scarborough? Do you know, I'm not sure. Simon says he won a talent show in Scarborough, Simon Keane, in 1997. Oh, how many people in the show was there, Simon? Just the one, was it, dear? Just the one. I came second in a Pontins holiday competition in the 70s. Yes, second. There were only 3 of us, but I still came second. Thank you very much. And today's birthdays then. Let's do today's birthday. Oh, look, lots of people we know today. Happy birthday to Daniel Rolfe, just down the road in Camberley. I think that's where we're going to pick up his rental car today. Happy birthday, Daniel. All right. Now, you used to write to me all the time. I never hear from you anymore. Happy birthday today to David Wright. Look at you outside, old Molly Moggs, aren't you, David? You know, I've never been to Molly Moggs. Never ever been to Molly Moggs. I know it's a small place and gets really packed, certainly at the weekends, doesn't it? Happy birthday to... let me have a look here. I can't find that now. Where's that gone now? David Warrior. Now, David, there's not a lot on your Facebook thing. Are you the one that used to have the club in Peckham that I never got down to? I always wanted to go to that wonderful little... It's like a cocktail bar. Was it a little cocktail bar you had, David, in Peckham years and years ago? I always wanted to come to that. I never got down to that. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday to Daniel Hillman-mcdonald. Oh, yes. Now, where are you? Punch Taverns. Now, you see, David, now you haven't got a little picture of yourself. Oh, yes, you have. One moment, please. I like to try and recognise the people that I'm wishing happy birthday to. David, there you are. Oh, David, yes. David, pictures of poppies. There you are. Yes, happy birthday, sir. Oh, looking lovely in the sunshine. Now, where is that done? It's that awful place, Gran Canaria, is it, dear? That you're going to on holidays? All that money, honestly, and people go to Gran Canaria and... Is it Stidges, dear? Stidges? I mean, get on a plane and go somewhere a little bit further than that. Happy birthday to Gavin. Gavin Bass, 35 years old. Internet radio superstar. Gavin Bass, 35 today. Yully. Happy birthday today to Yully Espulgar Junco, who is in Philippines. Oh, I love people from the Philippines. They're always so friendly in the Philippines. Happy birthday to you. Robert James Taylor. Happy birthday to you, sir. Someone I've known for years and years. I do wonder sometimes if people actually get to this point in the show or they've switched off. You know, they've got bored of me. I know it's hard to believe they do get... But this show is longer than Dad's Army. Look at the time. It's longer than Dad's Army. And there's only me. Happy birthday today to Aaron Beadle. Aaron Beadle, another of internet radio fame. I do believe he runs Reach FM. Reach FM radio for anyone who wants to do radio. Look it up. Reach, I think it's reachonair.co.uk. That's what Aaron does. If you ever wanted to have a little go at being on the radio, internet radio, anyone can. Have a look at that. Reachonair.co.uk. Happy birthday to my very, 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 very good friend, Richard Morris. Richard Morris is one of only a selected very, very, very few people who I'd have absolutely trust with my life. And I would give him my credit cards and he would never spend on them. I would absolutely trust Richard with my life. You've never heard of him, have you, properly? I may have mentioned him once or twice. Richard is one of a very, very few, on one hand, people I would trust with my life. Happy birthday, Richard. 52. I didn't know you were younger than me, dear. Are you hiding a couple of digits from that number, Richard? I think you are. And happy birthday today to David Bell, who comes along often to our quiz nights. It's about time you came along to a karaoke night. Have you come along to karaoke night? I think you've come to one, haven't you? Anyway, happy birthday, everyone. Let's do the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right, gang. Have a wonderful day, boys and girls, whatever you're doing on this Saturday. It looks like it's going to be a lovely day, certainly down here in the south. I gather in Scotland you've got a lot of rain, but we're up to about 75, 76 degrees again today. The summer this is the best summer for years we've had, isn't it? It just goes on and on. Reminds me of the summers in the 70s when I was a child. They were very nice as well. Anyway, that's it today. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I'll see you again soon. Cheerio now.